street. Save me, who knew you go crazy? Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby. Like crazy, crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no baby, no crazy. Ha, ha, none of these like crazy. Ha, ha, now gotta go crazy. Only the real respect my honest, so watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All that text and calls, you run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball, your boo never coming back. This gon' stupid go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie, honestly I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times in the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, movie. Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dave Casper, 75 yards. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Montana. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Bledsoe. This is caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 28 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They will look to throw. Montana. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way.
Touchdown, Patriots. Dave Camp.
Dale. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's got some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd down, Lynch. They find some open field here. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Back to the ground, Lynch. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well, driving, starting beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Montana to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They go play action with Montana. Out to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Up the middle, Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Montana. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, Montana drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Play fake, now here's Montana. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On first down, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down and 4. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Herman Moore, 32 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Montana. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's 2nd and inches. And the Eagles
on 2nd and very short. Montana eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First and 10 for Montana and company. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, they end with a turn.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time,
The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play action. It's Montana. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Montana. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
That's good for the Saints.
They're going to look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Montana steps away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Montana, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dave Casper, 71 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Montana. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They will look to throw. Montana. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ron Woodson with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurt. Mustang 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. 20. 5. Touchdown. Eagles. Herman Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 7.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And then
bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rather tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been in prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo notes, sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Go get some money. I say get some money. Go get some money. Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake snake.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.